Is this another voiced cutscene? No. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papashan, you and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papashan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. Cute little curtsy. Another little curtsy. I love how the Lullafels walk. They don't bend their knees at all. It's like walking on stilts. I cannot thank you enough, Fane. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Fane, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Doa. Wait, is this really the main quest? Really? Okay. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I've a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead, and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gaggery at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Alright. The pumpkins are right here. Like, 20 steps away. If Sissidoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any Gorman would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Okay. I think... Let's see, where is this taking me? This is taking me quite far from Ul'dah, so I think I'm gonna wrap up on a lot of the side quests around the area first, and then once I do that, I will return with the main story. So I just don't want the side quest to fall behind. Alright, and here I am to deliver this pumpkin to Roger. I, in the mail, got this little wind-up Palem. I'm not sure where from, but he's the only little minion I have, so I went ahead and summoned him. Alright, let's see what Roger has to say. Drink for you, laddie? You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. Hand over that pumpkin. What's that? We, Sisadoa, asked you to bring this to me? Ha! Heh! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink-sodden arse back home. But hails, an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. Where it is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Looks like... got to... let's see. Yeah, I know about gear. Did I get new gear? Let's see. Not that button. Let's see. Not here. No. Let's see. Looks like no new gear. I don't know why that popped up. Okay, so hopefully we get to unlock a dungeon soon. I really want to kind of jump into that, but also I don't have a huge amount of skills right now, so it might not even go that well. Here we go. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are sellswords hired by Emagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Wait, what? Do I not have... oh, no, okay, I do. I thought... I thought I had to go grinding or buying gear. So, are you ready for inspection? Good, everything appears in order. Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dints in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Both of these are... neither one of these is really great. I think I've got better than both of them. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Will do. I don't know whether he's a captain or not. I was about to call him captain, but I don't know whether he is or not. Chocobo Keep. Is that a mount? I'll talk to him later. I'm just gonna kill this antling worker for my book really quick. I killed a couple on the way over, so yeah, there we go. And then over here. It's not a dungeon yet. I was kind of hoping this would have been a dungeon that he was sending me to, but not yet. Balem's cute, but I want, like, an animal, I think. Some cute animal, like a seal or something. Is this a dungeon? No. It's just gonna be like a little instance, right? Single player instance. I thought he'd have attacked me. Ooh. I thought he'd have attacked me at the same time, and then I could have used my AoE. all done. Head back. It's actually kind of interesting that the little train tracks go through the mountain when they could just go along the edge of the mountain. It's like they dug a hole when there's a pass right next to the hole. Do they do that in real life as well? Is that like something that people do? Just dig holes right next to already open spaces? I love my tail. It's probably the reason I went with the cat race. Mikote? Mikote, I think is what they're called. I just wanted a tail. I also like cats, so that's another reason. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Amagina and Sons mineral concern, but of Ul'dah herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. Yeah, the sword isn't as good either. I think I just... Oh, wait. Wait, I can pick the gold? I didn't know that. I thought I always got the gold. I've not been getting gold? No. Oh my gosh. I've been getting weaker pieces of gear instead of gold. Oh my gosh. Ah, the altruistic adventure. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? By all means, go ahead. Rumor has it that there is a vast, untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildee. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wyston, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. The what now? Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Wyston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening, but that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Wyston and volunteer for his expedition. Whew, that was a lot of talking to say, hey, this guy wants to pay me. But I will do anything for gold right now. Because I'm pretty sure to get, like, a mount, I'm going to have to pay gold. Right? Or can I... Probably all the good mounts are in the cash shop, right? That's how most games do it these days. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the Privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? I can do that for sure. That'll be easy to do. Is he a player? No. Oh, he's so tiny. I swear he's tinier than normal. Starveling child. Is that like a group, or are they starving? I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, you'll have to carry me. Give him a cookie. A cookie? Well, if Weiston really wants me to go home, then all right. But I want 2 next time. But Weiston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, a ginger cookie! I'd better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. Aw, good kid. Weiston's kind to us. I like him. This is for me? I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Weiston thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. One more. I like playing with Weiston. He makes sure no one bullies us. Weiston's worried about us? Oh, I don't want him to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. Okay. And I'll come back to Weiston. Cutscene. Thank you, adventure. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw's no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. So actually, I think the calamity that everybody's talking about is actually, I don't know a super huge amount about the lore yet. You know, it's part of the reason I'm playing through the story, but I think because they had the old Final Fantasy XIV, which they took down, and I heard that, like, I never played it, but I heard that they actually, at the end of the game, like on the day they took it down, they summoned like a giant dragon. Is that the calamity that everybody's talking about? The end of the first game? And then the Warriors of Light would be the players that fought against the dragon? Is that what they did? Because if so, that's actually really cool. Very meta. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventure. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it, our place within those walls. You sound like you're gonna die. We found her! We found the vein! Weiston, you must come and see! Already? Amazing! We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. You're 100% gonna die.